Hello and welcome to Bread of Life, a daily devotional program which each week features a different area pastor. Our speaker for this week is Pastor Charlton Daley of Manchester.
Thank you for joining me again for Bread of Life. Our topic this week, Jesus in the Old Testament. This time our focus is on Moses in Exodus 2. The promise of God and the first mention of Jesus in Genesis 3:15 continues to take shape as it shaped the lives of individuals. Joseph was now dead and forgotten by the Egyptians. The new Pharaoh did not know Joseph and all he had done. The fear of Israel increasing in number and the possibility of them joining the enemies of Egypt was more than Pharaoh could handle. His grand idea was slavery, but the Israelites grew even more because God was with them. His next move was population control, like abortion today. Sadly, there are still evil governments killing helpless babies. When that did not work, Pharaoh went to genocide, mass murder. Exodus 1:22 says, "So Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, Every son who is born you shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive." It was a dangerous time to have a family for Amram and Jochebed. Exodus 2:1-3 says, "And a man of the house of Levi went and took as wife a daughter of Levi. So the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw that he was a beautiful child, she hid him 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, she took an ark of bulrushes for him, daubed it with asphalt, and put the child in it, and laid it in the reeds by the river's bank." Children cause pain at birth, but mothers will tell you that pain pales in comparison to the joy of having that child. Still, some children cause more pain after birth. Jochebed, like many mothers, took one look, and she was hooked and loving her newborn. She hid him until she could hide him no longer. Her engineering mind went to work, driven by faith and guided by wisdom to construct a safe place for her son while in a dangerous place. To keep him, she had to release him. To give him life, she had to give him up. To protect him, she had to reject him. What a paradox! When the contrary thing is the right thing, when the foolish thing is the wise thing, when the hurting thing is the loving thing. But you do know that a bad thing can be a good thing if it is a God thing. How is God disrupting your life today? What if He does not share the details of what He's doing? Can you still say, "Not my will, but yours be done"? Remember that a messy room and a room being rearranged look similar. The difference is purpose, the reason why things seem out of place. For some, your life is not a mess. It's just being rearranged by God. Consider the wisdom of God. Miriam, Moses' sister, knew that Pharaoh's daughter may have wanted a child but could not have one herself. Maybe she did not approve of her father's plan to kill the Hebrew children. Maybe she said she would take one if she got the chance. We don't know. But Miriam, I believe, shared the information with her mother. Notice that they put the ark where Pharaoh's daughter would be. She came to the river and she saw the ark. Exodus 2:6 says, "And when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. So she had compassion on him and said, 'This is one of the Hebrews' children.' She would adopt the child, name him Moses because she drew him out of the water, and hire Moses' mother to care for him." Oh my. Moses would be preserved and protected, and all expenses paid for his life by Pharaoh who wanted to kill him. The plan and purpose of God was in action, pointing to Jesus. Jesus was born in a dangerous time. Other children were killed while he lived. Jesus, like Moses, was rejected but would become a great deliverer. Acts 3:22-23 says, "For Moses truly said to the fathers, 'The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from your brethren. Him you shall hear in all things, whatever he says to you. And it shall be that every soul who will not hear that prophet shall be utterly destroyed from among the people.'" Moses was preserved in the river that was meant to kill him because he was in the ark. You can be preserved in a dangerous world if you are in Jesus. Trust God to save you and use you to rescue others, just like Moses. Thanks again for our time together. We will get together again next time for more Bread of Life with our theme, Jesus in the Old Testament.
You've been listening to Pastor Charlton Daley of Manchester, and this has been Bread of Life, a program to encourage you from God's Word.